All right. The webinar is being recorded. We're now recording. This meeting may be recorded and your image or voice may be broadcast. I'd like to call this meeting of the Berlin-Boylston Regional School Committee to order at 5 p.m. on today, Tuesday. We're going to cut tonight's meeting a little short. We all know that. On the agenda item, we only have the business items because tonight's Woo Sox game is the Berlin Town Takeover, and our very Julie Lee is being honored before the game. So in order to get her out of here, because she refused to miss the school committee meeting, which happens to be one of the reasons why she's being honored, apparently. So dedication, all right? That's it. So we're going to get out of here so she can go enjoy that, and everybody else can too. So the first order of business, do we have any public comments? I have not received any emails from anyone, and I don't see anyone in the attendees list other than Nicole just joined, so she can be here to take some notes, but I don't see anybody else in the list. So we'll move on to our communications. Does anybody have any communications? All right. So the consent agenda, could I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
That's Lori. Who's the second? Somebody.
Second.
Right. Megan seconded. Okay. All in favor, Lori?
Aye.
Julie?
Aye.
Oh, freshman cards.
Megan?
Aye.
Did someone say something? Okay, Lisa?
Aye.
And Jess?
Aye.
All right. So for business items today, the first one, the approval of the student handbook. I talked to Carol earlier. It's possible the wrong version got sent over to us to take a look at, because I know some of you had some questions on a few things in there. I had some questions on a few things, so I think we're going to hold off on that tonight and take a second shot at it at our next meeting. So if anybody does have things that they saw in there that they weren't sure were quite right, send them on through email to Carol so she can get them updated with her team. And I just want to make sure that we're starting the year off putting things out, in the right foot. So getting that document up to speed, kind of set the tone for the district and everything that we want to have. So we're going to put that one on hold. We're going to take that one back for another revision before we get to vote on it. The second item, can we have a motion for the approval of a stipend amount of $696 for the auditorium manager position?
So moved.
Okay, that's Lori.
Second.
Julie seconds that. Okay, so now, Nancy, do you have anything to say about this? I know we got something late in the drive, but is there anybody to talk to this one?
Sure. So the committee approved the job description back in June. So that's in the drive, and we just wrote the amount on the bottom. So there should be enough money from that budgeted line item to pay for it. So that's pretty much it, unless anyone has any questions.
Does anybody have any questions? Any discussion about it? All right, was that a question? I heard a noise. All right, all in favor, I'll go down the list. I see Megan first.
Aye.
Lori?
Aye.
Lisa?
Aye.
Julie?
Aye.
Yes?
Aye.
All right, that motion passes. Next up, can I have a motion for the approval to run Biology Basics B with 4 students?
So
moved.
Oh, Lisa had it. I'll do
I think
second.
I think I heard Lisa, and then Lori is the second. Okay.
Yep.
Perfect. Anyone to speak to this? What we've got here? I know this is there's a policy about classes with less than 5 students, I believe. What's the situation with this one?
So originally there were 12 students in Bio A, and then there was a reduction last year. So I think there were 10 students, and then as students, there were 2 students that moved to Assabet, and then because of some scheduling conflict, the course ended up being reduced to 4 students. kind of something that we didn't foresee happening. But those students are required to have that course. There's some significant support that needs to happen with those particular students.
Okay, and so school committee policy or school district policy is any class with less than 5 students needs to be approved that year to be run by the school committee. So we have the motion on the table. Any other discussion or questions about that? All right, we'll go again. All in favor, Megan? Muted, Megan.
Aye.
Okay, Lori,
Aye.
Lisa,
Aye.
Julie,
Aye.
Jess.
Aye.
Okay, that motion passes. That class will run. Good deal. All right, next item on the agenda. We're going to skip that right now and go to the next and final vote for this evening. Policy ADDA. Could I have a motion to approve changes to policy ADDA?
So moved.
Lori,
Second.
Julie seconds that. Okay. So what this is, policy ADDA has to do with background checks for other people who come into the school building. So like volunteers, parent volunteers, chaperones, things of that nature. The policy itself says that the superintendent may decide to require a fingerprint criminal background check. There was some confusion this year. Some parent groups were wondering if that meant that they were all their parent volunteers were going to have to get fingerprinted. So we wanted to just clarify some of the language. So you can see there in the drive in the document, the item is highlighted in yellow, I believe it is, or at least it looks yellow on my screen. That was added in there just to specify some certain times when a fingerprint background check might be required. There's a cost to it. There's a bit of, it's a process to go through. And basically it lays out a few scenarios. Essentially, if a volunteer is going to come into a school and is going to potentially be alone with students, we're going to ask them for a background check. But it doesn't mean, if you're a parent and you're going to chaperone a school dance, you're not going to get background check or fingerprinted, right? But if you're a parent going on an overnight field trip as a chaperone, yeah, maybe you'll have a potential to be alone with students. And so, yeah, maybe you'll get fingerprinted there. So it just basically takes that word from the second paragraph there, may require, and it just spells out some situations where that might happen. So does anybody have any questions or want to discuss this at all? Okay, nothing. All right, so then as it is there, can we have a motion to, or sorry, all in favor of this motion here? We'll start with Lori.
Aye.
Lori's an aye. Lisa?
Aye.
Julie?
Aye.
Megan?
Aye.
Jess?
Aye.
Okay, that policy is approved with those changes. That's the final vote. There are 2 other policies on the agenda for a first read tonight, policy EBCFA and policy IHAMA. Does anybody have any questions on those?
Yeah, can you explain some of the changes you made to the EBCFA?
Yes, EBCFA, we cleaned it up a little bit because it was a little, I don't know the correct word, but it was a little scattered. So we changed that line in, sorry, which paragraph? Is it the first paragraph, second paragraph? Second paragraph, yep. And just to say local laws, and under the mask parameters number 1, we added that the procedure that the administration comes up with should be approved by the school committee. And then we added at the end, for a violation of this policy, we won't take any disciplinary action against students who won't take taken against anyone who removes a mask due to their personal discomfort or other reasons. So those were the 3 changes there.
So just to clarify, when you cross out mandates, that's not following CDC guidelines, and that's also ignoring any mandate or suggestion from the local boards of health.
The way it reads is it says any decision to require face coverings in the school buildings or on buses requires a vote by the school committee unless otherwise required by law, and the Berlin-Boylston Regional School District will follow all federal, state, and local law regarding face coverings. So we
Okay.
will follow any local laws.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm just clarifying because CDC recommendations now is quarantine for 5 days and then mask from day 5 to 10.
Yeah, we're only talking about face coverings here. We're not talking about quarantine or other procedures.
Yeah, I was referring to the day 5 through 10, where you could still spread it to other kids, which would thus affect their quality of life and their experience as a student by missing school as well.
Yep.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify that.
Any other questions?
Do we consider the CDC guidance as a law, though?
Is it a law?
I do not believe it is.
That's fine. It's other people that are qualified and guide our country in those instances. So I'm not the lawyer of our school committee, but perhaps that could be brought up to them.
Anybody else?
I do have one thing that I'd love to see included in the mask policy. A lot of people do, and a lot of research has shown that people's oxygen levels go down significantly when they wear a mask, and it really makes wearing a mask intolerable to them, makes their brains not work well, they can't learn, they have like no energy, and it's bad for their mental health as well. So I was wondering if it would be possible that we have a pulse oximeter in the nurses' offices in the 3 buildings, so that anybody who's having an adverse effect from wearing a mask could go down and have their oxygen levels checked.
Oxygen levels are a very late sign of blood gas imbalance, so I don't think that's the most accurate way to do that. I've also had a lot of research that does not show that.
I can definitely share the studies that showed that. I have access to them. If you want, I can put them in the drive for next time.
Yep, I'm also happy to put mine in the drive as well, so we can all review them. Sounds
All right,
great.
that would be great. Yeah, no, one of my friends was actually at the doctor's office, and the doctor, was talking to her about the oxygen issue, and she did the pulse oximeter, and when she saw how low her oxygen level was, she said, "Take off the mask right now," and that was like in 2020.
Yeah, so in COVID, your oxygen levels can go down really low, and also people with COPD can be intolerant of the masks. So those are the 2 instances that I'm aware of.
She didn't have either of those issues, but her oxygen was very low from wearing the mask. And then it went right back up when she took the mask off. I don't know why. I mean, they're not expensive. I don't know why we wouldn't want them in there to ensure the safety.
Carol, we can ask the nurses if they've got any in their supply closet.
We do have them already. John Campbell he said we do have them, at least in Berlin. I don't know about everywhere, you think? Okay, we'll find out. Say the name again. It's a pulse
oximeter.
OXIMETER.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, anybody else? All right, so like we said in the beginning here, we are just getting to these couple of business items, mostly that policy ADDA, because I know there are some some of the PTO groups are having events this month, so we want to make sure we had that taken care of before they, so they could arrange for their volunteers or anything that they needed to do. So it's good we got that out, but I think we're gonna just about come to the end of the meeting here so that Julie can go and receive her honor. That's pretty cool. If anybody can get to the game and support her, that'd be great. I unfortunately won't be able to make it because my kid was sick and they got to follow protocol and be out of school, so they can't go to fun things either. So that's the way the way it goes. But Aiden will be there, so maybe we'll see some of you guys. Unless anyone has anything else, I'm going to call for a motion to adjourn this meeting.
Were we going to do the first read of the IHAMA?
We just did, didn't we? I asked if anyone had any comments on either of those items.
My apologies. I thought we were still on the BCEA, whatever.
Do you want to say something about that one?
No,
Okay. All right, so can I have a motion to adjourn our meeting?
So moved.
So moved. Lisa, I'll do the second.
Yeah, Lisa beat you. Lori, second. Okay, all in favor, Megan?
Aye.
Lori,
Aye.
Lisa,
Aye.
Julie,
Sorry, aye.
Jess?
aye.
All right, I'm as well. We are adjourned. Thank you very much. Congratulations, Julie. Have a good time. Thank you all.
Julie.
Congrats, Julie.
Oh my gosh,
Congratulations.
thank you.
All right. Thanks, everybody, and we'll see you at the September 26th.